Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to your mid-July love reading. I hope you're doing well. I've done a bit of a pre-shuffle and I thought, okay, I think I'm done. I want to hit the record button because I can't believe how many major arcana cards are coming out. So before any further ado, I wanted to, just get this reading started. First and foremost, we've got the Emperor in the reverse. So it feels like to me, Scorpio, you feel a bit powerless in the way that your love life is kind of out of your hands. Now, what do I mean by that? You don't really like the prospects that you're seeing, okay? I'm getting that from the Temperance in the reverse. It's like the people that are expressing interest in you, if there are any, you don't feel like you gel with them. You don't feel like your lifestyles are compatible. There's a lack of compatibility. With the Temperance in the reverse, I feel like some of you could be getting a little bit impatient. In the love department, it feels like it's been a long time since you met someone that you genuinely connected with, that you had enough in common with. So the Emperor in the reverse, in this sense, makes me feel like you're surrendering, you're handing this over to the divine in a way. It's kind of like, well, I've tried everything. I'm also getting other things in your energy. For example, with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, there could be some family tests at the moment. And when we're challenged by family, it can really impact our romantic life. Because obviously, our relationships with our family lay the groundwork and they provide that sense of belonging or lack thereof, if we're feeling a bit like the black sheep of the family. Our relationships with our family go to the very core of our being. So I feel like if you're being challenged in family life, you're focused very much on healing that. I also feel like with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, you're going through, because we have the Death card next to it, such a huge transformation, such a profound transformation on a personal level, like almost like a rebirth. What you thought you needed and wanted in a long-term partner, I feel like is completely changing. So it's almost like in your mind, you're like, if I was to encounter my soulmate tomorrow, if they were to, fall over me in the street, I wouldn't even know, because I don't know at this point. I don't know at this point the type of partner that would make me happy. It's like you're completely at the mercy of the divine plan, which is not a bad thing. We've got the Empress, which is, it's a card about being receptive, being open to what Spirit has in store. Next to the Hermit, which is a period of solitude and introspection. So I definitely feel like you are focusing on your own goals, you're focusing on your own transformation, your own healing, your personal growth. That's what it feels like to me. But I feel like, gosh, even more major arcana cards. A lot of them are in the reverse, by the way. The only ones in the upright are Death, Empress, and Hermit. With the Lovers in the reverse next to the Fool and the Judgment card both in the reverse position. What this is giving me the impression of is you're coming into a second chance. You're coming into a new beginning, a new chapter in your love life, a new era, but you're not quite there yet. Okay, this is talking about a new direction in love, but because it's in the reverse position, we haven't arrived yet. And the Judgment is a resurrection, a rebirth, a second chance, So because they've all come out in the reverse position, that's why I've concluded that you are approaching a new era, and that is reinforced by the Knight of Swords. It's like you're quickly approaching a brand new chapter in love. We've got the Eight of Cups here, so you are moving towards a much more fulfilling love life. People in the past could only ever make you happy up into like to the 8 out of 10 or 80%. Okay, there was always something missing. Maybe you were doing all of the effort. Maybe, yeah, there was ingredients missing. Okay, so I've got the Page of Swords. Interesting. Got the World. There's going to be an opportunity for travel coming up, whether you're aware of that or not. I don't know whether you have plans set in motion, but I am seeing travel with the Page of Swords next to the World. It could even just be a weekend away, and I feel like this change of scenery will be good. I actually feel like there's a potential to meet someone either while you go traveling, or there's someone from outside of where you live that's on the horizon for you. Okay, so at the moment you're kind of you haven't reached the threshold of this new love era just yet. Okay, you're in this Three of Wands waiting period. Okay, and I know that it's exhausting, you're feeling drained, you're almost ready to give up. This is the Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands, but you're almost there. With the Sun in the reverse, it's like your new beginning, the dawning of a new day is nearly here. Okay, I feel like a lot of you have withdrawn from love at the minute. We've got the Six of Wands in the reverse. It definitely feels like for some of you, you're feeling invisible, and whether it's like a self-inflicted invisibility, like you're not even really going out, you're not leaving the home, you're not on dating apps, you're not really putting yourself out there, or whether it's, no, I am putting myself out there, but it just feels like I'm wearing an invisibility cloak. Like people don't see me for who I really am. They don't appreciate the good qualities that I have to offer. But I feel like it could be a necessary hiatus, because I feel like you're focusing on your own happiness. You're falling back in love with your own life, or you're figuring out what it's going to take for you to be blissfully happy in your own life. Okay. With the Five of Wands in the reverse next to the Hierophant in the reverse, it's like you don't want to fight for that committed relationship. You felt like in previous connections you really had to fight for commitment, and I feel like it's drained you. Does that make sense? But you are moving past that with the Chariot. There's you're not going to be experiencing that anymore in this new love era. Let's have a look at what your oracle cards have for you. I'm going to use this deck. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance in love for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to see in love, please, Spirit? Yeah. Got major change here. You've got the death of something is actually needed in order to get to where you want to go. So this is the profound transformation. You are going through endings. You're closing out chapters in your life. And things that are no longer serving your expansion are coming to an end, and you need to let them come to an end in order to move forward. So that's why the next card is saying, make friends with change. Change is never painful. Only the resistance to change is painful. Spirit is wanting you to step out of your comfort zone, step out of your house, right? Do things differently. Change up your routine. Change up your environment. See what sticks, you know? And it may feel that your love life is devolving, like it couldn't get any worse, basically. But you've got a card that says, when you're caught up in situations that appear to be going badly, the universe is always on the side of the good. And spirit will always reveal what needs to be revealed and do what needs to be done. So your advice is stop pushing so that you can allow for what you want to take place. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe you needed to get to that 9 of Wands energy of absolutely exhausted, not wanting to put any more effort into love, because every time you do put effort in, it yields nothing. So this is about surrendering to the divine, trusting in the divine plan. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Scorpio in love. I know this is a big shuffle. Here we go. There are going to be wolves in sheep's clothing. So you've got a card that says be on your toes and watch the thin line between a good sales pitch and a trap, because some may not take you as seriously as you wish. I feel like you're already being discerning. I feel like you're already trusting your intuition. Realignments are happening. And while there could be chaos and there could be conflict between your aspirations and your outer reality, Spirit is wanting you to allow this tumultuous alchemical journey to bring about a reordering and healing change. You have reached a new chapter. Have gratitude for all that's past and what is yet to unfold. Okay, so... and just know, when something is destined to enter your life, it must happen. But Spirit is saying it is going to take some effort on your behalf. Like, you might need to put more effort into getting out of hermit mode, because this card says to leave the familiar life that we're accustomed to and waltz into something new is like a salmon swimming upstream. It takes effort. You must commit yourself to living by the truth that your thoughts have consequences so great that they can create your reality. So don't settle for your present reality. Create a new one. So Spirit is saying create a new reality in your mind before you take steps to making it a physical reality, okay? You can't stay where you currently are. There's a need to kind of get out and find your soul tribe. And that happens when you go where you are valued. It happens when you go to places that uplift your mood and partake in activities, like creative activities that make you feel good about yourself. Yeah, at the moment, you're kind of holding yourself vibrationally apart from what you're asking for. Get off the subject of not having what you want and instead get on the subject that you are in the allowing mode about. If it feels fun, if it feels like joy, that's what's going to change your point of attraction, okay? So we want that, because when you improve your point of attraction, you will be, attracting better love prospects that are a vibrational match to you, okay? So that's what I'm being shown in terms of your advice. Let's see who's coming in. Let's see who is coming in. We're going to use the tarot. Angels and Spirit, please show me, in terms of love prospects, who is coming in for Scorpio, second half of July 2020. Ooh, we've got Page of Pentacles, someone new, okay? Someone who wants to get to know you on a deeper level. We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. They may not know how to approach you at first, or it could be a bit of a slow-moving connection. Angels and Spirit, please show me who is coming in for Scorpio in love. Who's coming in for Scorpio? We've got a King of Pentacles here. I like this. This is someone solid. This is someone reliable, someone steadfast. I feel like they do well financially. They're sure about themselves. Sure of themselves, sorry. Ooh, romantic feelings. We've got someone who, once, you know, they get the idea that the feelings might be mutual, I feel like they're going to ask you out on a date, because we know the Knight of Cups is a romantic gesture, a romantic offer. Angels and Spirit, please show me who is coming in for Scorpio in love. So we've got earth energy here. We also have fellow water energy. So Pisces with the Hanged Man, and Taurus with the King of Pentacles. With the Four of Cups in the reverse, sorry, on the bottom of the deck, I can see that you're a bit disgruntled in the love department, okay? You're the person underneath the tree with the arms crossed, feeling a bit frustrated, feeling a little bit invisible, as I was saying to you before. Maybe you're, you know, remembering events from the past, or, you know, situations that didn't pan out as you were hoping, or people that let you down. You know, you're thinking about these things here, but the universe is about to bring someone in, someone new for you in this Four of Cups. So, ooh, there's a few people that are about to come in. Now that's interesting. So this is you, Scorpio, with the Queen of Cups. And behind you, so unbeknownst to you, you are soon going to be having multiple suitors fighting for your attention or competing for your attention, and I'll show you them, okay? And I know that they're going to want to make an effort or show that they are dedicated to getting to know you, okay? Not all of them are good prospects though. We've got the King of Swords in the reverse position, okay? And I don't really like that energy. The King of Swords in the reverse for me is someone who kind of plays mind games, someone who, I mean, I could go on and on about the King of Swords in the reverse. We also have the King of Wands in the reverse, and I always see this energy as someone who doesn't really know where they're going in life, and so they can't really promise you anything when it comes to commitment. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, which is someone who really doesn't have anything much to offer in the way of a meaningful connection, let's put it that way, or a long-term stable connection, because we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse next to that Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So you do have a number of people coming in. And that's why you got that card that said, you know, be discerning, trust your intuition, because you're going to be having people come forward that aren't going to be taking you as seriously as you might like them to. So you have the High Priestess in the reverse. This is you needing to trust your intuition. Don't doubt yourself. Don't be too quick to, you know, and I don't feel like you will be, because the Fool in the reverse can be trust issues, but don't be too quick to kind of take people at face value. I do see someone coming back in from your past. That is very, very clear. I always see the Eight of Cups in the reverse as someone coming back around, and it's come out next to the Six of Cups. So one of these people is going to be someone known to you, okay? And this is you needing to make decisions between multiple people. So it's interesting. It could be that, yeah, and you've got the Lovers in the reverse. It could be that for a long time it's been tumbleweed and crickets in your love life, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you've got people left, right, and center, okay? So yeah, look, they're saying your hermit period is coming to an end. Thank goodness for that, hey? So let's see. Yeah. I like this. I feel like you are going to use your good judgment. You are going to learn from past experience. You know, if someone has betrayed you in the past, or if someone hasn't been able to like offer you commitment in the past, I feel like you're not going to really give that person the time of day. If they're giving you Knight of Wands vibes, which is, you know, our player of the tarot, you're going to be like, nah, I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, so you're only going to be moving forward with a person that really shows you know, real potential. Let's call the Ace of Pentacles real potential, because the Ace of Pentacles is like a seed. It can, you know, develop into the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so that's what I'm being shown. I think we've covered everything. All right, so let's have a look at your crystal spirit message. I'm also drawn to, I want to do another oracle card as well. Angels and Spirit, please show me. What is the guidance for Scorpio in love? What is the guidance for Scorpio in love, please, Spirit? You've got Lapis. And let's see if we can get another message. Carnelian, I love it. Okay, so this is passion, this is power, this is confidence. Let's have a look. Lapis is talking about you being made of the stuff of stars. You're intermingled with the creation of all life. And this card is here to remind you that you're never alone and you don't have to figure out this life stuff by yourself. This is that feeling of being disgruntled and feeling invisible that I was talking about. So you're being helped to learn through relationships with others and through tapping into the universe for higher wisdom and insights about those experiences. And this is including those challenging family relationships that I was talking about. Sometimes it takes being around people with a different perspective to start to better understand yourself and what you most deeply value. Is someone in your life today gifting you with a new perspective and insights that can help you on your healing path? Look around, for the universe wants you to experience enlightenment, not to be in the dark repeating the same old patterns. Often change agents are sent your way to encourage you to make that shift that you promised yourself you would make. Open up to the idea that allies can come in forms that you might not have expected. What I'm getting is, because you're coming out with cards like the Nine of Wands, the Four of Cups, I feel like generally people have let you down recently, let you down badly in a way that maybe you never anticipated, you never imagined. And maybe it has completely changed. As I was saying at the beginning, what you're looking for in a romantic partner, I feel like one of the most important qualities moving forward for you is having someone that just has your back. Because I feel like for a while you've had to fend for yourself, you've had to stand up for yourself, and you've lacked that person to really have your back. So that's what I'm getting. And with Carnelian, it's talking about increased confidence. The need for you to be confident in all that you have to offer a partner. And as you experience your dignity and hold your head high, others will recognize that you are a pillar of strength and a beautiful, unique spirit. You deserve the relationship that you want for yourself. Be assured that the universe is working to see that you have it. Yes. You're being asked to boldly move forward into uncharted territory to explore its possibilities for you. Wow. I'm going to end with a message from this new deck that I've got, and it's the Dream Song Oracle. This one here, it's really beautiful. Let's have a look. Angels and Spirit, please show me. And because I'm really being drawn to that uncharted territory, there is some theme here about you going someplace different and meeting someone in this new place, or meeting someone who's from somewhere completely new to you, okay? Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Scorpio in love. Second half of July 2025. What is the guidance for Scorpio in love? You've got cherish the small things. Let's have a look. It says, a poet once said, enjoy the little things in life, for one day you'll look back and realize they were the big things. In a busy and distracting world, it can feel like an Olympic feat to take the time to notice little things, to pause in wonder at the parade of black ants crawling along a tree branch, or the arc of flight made by a lone butterfly. Any time spent in wonder pays deep dividends in real time. When we notice the little things, our heart opens to curiosity. Curiosity is the beginning of any adventure or great project. Only in the open spaces can we gaze at the possibilities and have the bravery to ask, what if and why not? So the point of this card is, again, going towards what piques your interest, what piques your curiosity, stepping out of your comfort zone, you know, signing up to that course that you were interested in, you know, expanding your horizons, taking a trip to that place you always said you wanted to go. This is going to expose you to new people and hopefully your soul tribe, and it's going to uplift your spirit, because I feel like you've been in hermit mode for too long, and I feel like these experiences are going to allow spirit to help place you in the right place at the right time. As I said, you've got a number of suitors on the near horizon. You're just going to need to be discerning, because I feel like one out of maybe 3 or 4 of them is going to be worth pursuing. Okay, so make sure you pick the right one. Let me know if this resonates with you, Scorpio, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.